One of the aspects of health, safety, and wellness that's being dealt with at this annual meeting is organizational health, the organizational health of Drum Corps International itself. This plays into the strategic plan that DCI has laid out for the next 3 or 4 years. We're going to get an explanation of what I mean here, but what we're really talking about are possible changes to the Drum Corps International bylaws. With me is John Masterson. He's a member of the Board of Directors of the Troopers, also a member of the Board of Directors of Drum Corps International, and Rick Valenzuela, Director of Phantom Regiment, Board of Directors member, and also the chair of the Membership Affairs Committee. Guys, welcome.
Thank you.
Okay, bylaws changes. When one thinks of health, safety, and wellness, bylaw changes are not necessarily one of the first things that you think of. John, why are we even looking at this?
The bylaws at Drum Corps International, they started obviously in 1972, and if you look at the history of them, they've changed every couple of years. They've been tweaked here and there, and along with the strategic plan and the wellness of the participants comes governance excellence and the need to go back and take a comprehensive look at the DCI bylaws. And essentially, you are cleaning things up. You are making them more efficient, you're making them easier to read, and you are making some substantive changes as to how the organization works, and making sure that it's working the way that you want it to work.
Rick, that sounds like everything from as little as punctuation of a sentence to the makeup of the board itself.
Yeah, it is, and the voting membership, which is 22 members right now, 21 members, they're responsible for these bylaws. It's their corporation, so all voting members are responsible to what makes up Drum Corps International, and this is what governs us. This is what we follow. So if there's ever questions as to how do we do something, one of the things we can go back to is, well, what's it say in the bylaws?
Will this help enforce Drum Corps International's policies amongst the member corps?
I think it does. We have to wait and see what the final product is. At this meeting, we looked at some revisions that have been done. The membership, who will ultimately vote on them, wanted to convene and take another look at them, get another read, see if there's any further suggestions on the changes that the board has recommended. So what we anticipate is that group should be done with that review by April 1st. They will send them out to the membership with an anticipated vote by April 21st. So after that takes place, we'll have a more concrete idea of what the relationship will be and what authority the board of directors may have over the governance of the organization and the CEO, and how all those things work together and are coordinated. So the policies that DCI will create are kind of the next step beyond the bylaws. The bylaws give you the basic framework, and then the policies will fill in as to specifics.
Well, so what kind of changes are we talking about here? Can you tell us about some of the proposed bylaws changes you're looking at?
One of them, for instance, is just board term limits. Term limits weren't in back in 1972, and it's a good governing practice. And so that's one of the changes that we're looking at in the changes, proposed changes.
Well, as you said earlier, there's a lot of capitalization and punctuation, but for example, there's a notice provision in any set of bylaws, because you have to give the membership, in our case, notice if you're going to have a meeting, or if you you need to send out any form of advisement about something that the board's done. So there's a notice requirement, and the bylaws say, they have to be sent out within X days of a meeting. Well, in 1972, notice, it would say 50 days in advance of a meeting, first class mail, and that's how notice took place. Well, nowadays it's electronic mail. You need 10 days of notice.
So it's tightening and it's modernization.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Hey, it's Dan Potter. Tina Pliagas and I will be covering all of the action at the Drum Corps International annual meetings and the Health, Wellness, and Safety Summit. And you can follow along at home as well. All you have to do is like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and of course the DCI YouTube channel. And we will bring you all of the action right here on the DCI News Network.